sweltering night. Poor little me. I'm lying, spread-eagled on the bed, when the window is wide open, and a calm night breeze blowing in. But my body refuses to cool down after my bath. If anything, I'm only getting hotter. My feet naturally guide me towards that place. The place where I first met her. No, that's not true. The past is connected to the future, and the future is connected to the past. Cause and effect are just as inseparable as endings and new beginnings. I thought of it as the first time we'd met, but that's not true. My legs started running. That's plenty of evidence. The way Inez started acting exactly like when she got drunk. The things Kuon said about her waiting for somebody, alone on the beach. The face of that young girl in the photo of the summer festival. The list of Soup Blight Syndrome patients in the Uran's file. The DNA test results she gave me. And most importantly,
もし、もう一度私に出会えたら。もう一度、好きになってあげて。
I'm falling in love with her all over again. Dinne! It has the thing above her. Key. She stands there on the white sand in her usual hat at the center of her night kingdom. At my call, she turns around. The moonlight softly illuminates her windswept hair.
やっと、来てくれた。
The girl smiles. It's her usual smile, the same one she used to wear back in those days. Yeah, that's right. Is that the reason I've continued my long journey? To see this girl smile?
どうしたの？息切らせちゃって。
Well, I already made you wait long enough.
別に約束した覚えはないけど。
But you were waiting, weren't you? She's been waiting here on this small beach for a very long time. Just so she could see him once more.
じゃあ、始めよっか。
But tonight will be the last time. We're each going to find what we've been searching for and end our journey. It's a tranquil night. Listening to the gentle sound of the wave calms my heart, and the soft ocean breeze cools the glow on my face. Thinking back, it's been a hectic journey. That's why it's best to end it on a quiet note. This is the most fitting ending, a quiet conversation on the beach, on a calm, breezy night.
本当はね、もう来ないかもって思ってた。
Why?
だってこんな、めんどくさい女の子、嫌いでしょ？
Annoying? Doesn't she mean so afraid of Soup Blight Syndrome that she doesn't dare to go outside?
あのね、もう終わりにしようと思うの。これ以上、あなたに迷惑をかけるわけにはいかないもの。
Yeah, she's more annoying than any girl I know. But last night, Kuon told me that Dineh's past is more complicated than most people's. It's not Dineh's herself that's annoying, it's just her past that made her this way. Hey, do you know when your earliest memories are from? Beep. She has her reasons. There are unavoidable reasons why she is the way she is. Last night, Kuon told me that Dineh's past is more complicated than most people's. Hey, do you know when your earliest memories are from? what happened to her exactly? I almost asked, but I swallowed my words. Last night Kuon told me that Rinne's past is more complicated than most people's. But it doesn't matter what kind of past she has. The only issue here is whether or not I can accept it. Hey, do you know when your earliest memories are from? Rinne lets out a small gasp and averts her gaze. Then so softly that the rustling of the waves almost drowns it out, she says,
10年前
I see. That's what I figured out.
私ね
That's what I figured.
それ以上前の記憶がないの。学校に通っていたことも友達と遊んだこともお父さんのこともお母さんのことも何にも。気がついたらこの浜辺に寝転がって星空を見上げてた。
When Kuon said that Rinne was found here on the beach, she wasn't talking about the time she'd been spirited away. She was referring to the time when Rinne first washed up here 10 years ago.
まるでその瞬間に生まれたみたいな気がした。でも体が動かなくて声を出すこともできなくて息もできなくて。
I know exactly what she's talking about.
覚えてたのはリンネって名前だけ。
They're heavily pointing towards that she's Rinne, but I'm not exactly convinced. Cause 10 years ago, washed up on a beach. So yeah, if she was 22... Wait, how old was Rinne? She was 14! 14! Okay, so that means this one is 24? Okay, I don't know anymore. I give up. I recently had a similar experience, but it happened to her 10 years ago, which means that at the time she would have been... Oh, she was 13! 13, yeah, that age, not 14, I'm retarded. Okay, so get this. This is her supposed age right now. This is a random age. And this is to give a hint of like she's 17 right now, what she thinks she is. 13, that is Rinne. And this would also probably be her age at the moment. 4 years old. I'm not gonna know, so I'm just gonna go from top to bottom. She's 17 right now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nanny? Huh? Okay, so 13 years. It's a 13-year difference. Okay, so 13 is not her age. That is too old. It is 7. Yes. But she was born on February 29th, a leap day. Since she's only celebrated her birthday 4 times, you could say that she's only 4 years old. Oh, yeah, okay. That doesn't matter now, though. It doesn't matter when her birthday is. She was spirited away regardless. Time stood still for her during the 5.5 years that she went missing. To her, the 10 years ago feel like a mere 4.5 years ago. That's why she must have been 13 when she was first washed up on this beach.
だんだん星の数が減っていって、あ、私はこのまま死んじゃうんだって、ぼんやり頭の片隅で考えてた。
She's 17 right now. No, she is not. Logically speaking, she would have been 7 years old 10 years ago. There we go. However, something strange happened. Oh yeah, because you gotta add the 5-year time, yeah. She was spirited away. Time stood still for her during the 5.5 years she went missing. So she's 17. So that makes... Yeah, she would be 22, yeah. She's 22. To her, the 10 years feel like a minute. Okay. 13. That's Rinne. She's 17 right now. But time stood still for her during the 5.5 years that she went missing. It's the same as when I went into cold sleep in order to start my journey into the future. To her, 10 years ago feels like a mere 4.5 years ago. That's why she must have been 13 when she first washed up on this beach.
だんだん星の数が減っていって、あ、私はこのまま死んじゃうんだって、ぼんやり頭の片隅で考えてた。いっぱいやりたいことがあったはずなのに、やらなくちゃいけないことがあったはずなのに。
It was the same for me. All I was left with was a strong sense of duty, but I couldn't remember the crucial details of what I had to do.
でもね、最後の星が消えるその瞬間、男の子の顔が見えたの。私より2つか3つくらい年上の男の子。何度も何度も私の名前を呼んで、必死にこの世界につなぎ止めようとしてくれた。私はその男の子の顔に手を伸ばして、何かを、多分、名前を尋ねたんだと思う。
She asked for his name, but did she really? I try to recall what I said first when I woke up on this beach myself. What was the name of the one I was really looking for? Right, it was Rinne. In that case, the one you're truly looking for, the name you said first should have belonged to... Huh? Oka-san? The Setsuna legend? Let's go down. The Setsuna legend. His name remained engraved in your memory, even though you'd forgotten everything else. It's the only thing that wasn't taken from you after crossing through the centuries, leaving your first meeting behind in the distant future.
そしたらね、
Setsuna. Is that whose name she said? No, he's just a fictional character. That can't be right. The name you said first belonged to your Setsuna, right?
そしたらね、
Whenever a child is going through rough or painful times, the first person they'll think of is their mother. But I don't think it would have been the same for you. You've never seen your mother's face after all. The name you said first was Setsuna, right?
そしたらね、男の子はニコって笑ってこう答えたの。
Okay.
刹那だって。
I think back at the list of the Supply Syndrome patients that Uran showed me. Next to the Ohara Norimasu's name was the other name, Ohara Setsuna. What? Is that his biological son or is that me? Hold on. What? Right. The boy who introduced himself as Setsuna to Rinne was actually... me! It was me. I'm a time traveler from the future, so I must have traveled to that same point in time. 10 years ago. I mean, my name was Ohara Setsuna at some point, but like... But what does that mean? The boy she met was about 2 or 3 years older than her at the time. So he would have been 15. That doesn't match up with my age at all. What else could it have been? I know. It was the Ohara family's son. It wasn't just the Ohara bloodline that he had inherited. He also inherited the gene causing Supply Syndrome, and was ostracized by society. The only place where he could play freely was at the beach, at night. On a certain night, a girl suddenly appeared calling his name. That moment would end up shaping both their destinies.
次に気がついたら、
It's the name of the hero from the island's legend. The legend says that Setsuna froze himself while waiting for Rinne to be reborn. No, that doesn't make sense. If it had been the hero on his long journey, he would have had introduced him as San Senkai. It was Ohara Setsuna, the one sharing Dinne's family name. Judging from his age, it would be unmistakably have been Ohara Norimasu's son. Yep. This is mere speculation on my end, but I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Ohara Setsuna, the boy who was born into this world as the Ohara family's eldest son.
次に気がついたら、私は自分の部屋のベッドの上にいて、たくさんの知らない大人に囲まれてた。
The mirror told me I wasn't the first one to wash up on this island, and that the previous person brought them nothing but disaster.
大人たちは何もわからない私に優しく教えてくれた。嵐の夜に海に落ちたんだとか、3日間も行方不明になってたんだとか、いろいろ。でもみんなどこか嘘をついてるみたいだった。
They must have had a secret agreement among themselves. They planned to turn this girl who'd wash up on the island into a successor of the Ohara family to maintain the balance between the three families. And so, the girl became Ohara Rinne.
刹那の話をしても誰も信じてくれなかった。そんな男の子はいないって。私は夜になると部屋を抜け出してこの場所に来て刹那を探したの。怖かったの。お父さんもお母さんも素顔を見せてくれなくて、本物の両親だなんてとても思えなくて。
This is the reason why Uran was hesitant to show Dina her DNA test results. The truth is, so many choices that lead nowhere. She has Suit Blight syndrome. No, she's not. No, she doesn't. Suit Blight syndrome is hereditary disease caused by a mutation on the X chromosome. When the father has it, he'll pass it on to his child without fail. If Dina's really a daughter of the Ohara family, then she would have inherited the disease. But things don't match up. I'm certain that she doesn't have Suit Blight syndrome. In other words, she can't be related to the Oharas.
世界中が
Major foreshadowing. Suit Blight syndrome is an hereditary disease caused by mutation in the chromosome. Ohara Norimasa had it. His X chromosome carried the mutation responsible for the disease. So if he had a daughter, it would have definitely been passed on to her. But Dina doesn't have Suit Blight syndrome, which means that she can't possibly be related to the Oharas.
世界中が
One. True. One. Not true. One. Not true. You can tell just by the way this thing's being told. She doesn't have parents? That's not right. Every child must have had a parent at some point. At least when born. It would be more accurate to say that her real parents aren't around. Wouldn't Kuan be though? Because they're like almost identical. Girls inherit one X chromosome from their father, and one from their mother. Ohara Norimasa had Suit Blight syndrome, which means that his X chromosome carried the mutation responsible for the disease. So if he had a daughter, it would definitely be passed on to her. But Dina doesn't have Suit Blight syndrome.
世界中が私に嘘をついてるみたいで、私が信じられるのは刹那だけだった。
The girl had wandered into an unfamiliar world, having lost all her memories. The boy had been raised in complete secrecy and isolation, as if his existence had been erased from the world. It was natural for the two to gravitate towards each other. They needed each other after all. But that mutual dependence distorted their relationship. They met by chance, led by a full sense of destiny. And I know the conclusion of this story. it ended up in tragedy because they allowed their supposed destiny to control them. And Rinne was left alone in this world, waiting for the real Setsuna to return. All by herself on this beach of fated meetings. New scene! It's okay, Rinne. I understand.
でも私、セツナがいたのに。あなたとセツナは違うのに。
Don't worry, it's fine this way. Hey, Rinne. I told you, didn't I? That you'd one day be able to love again. And you simply believed what I said. You simply tried to fulfill your promise. It didn't have to be someone with the same name, you know. Could have been anyone, as long as they made you happy. And yet, honestly, you're always so...
いいの。あなたは本当にいいの。
You've crossed through centuries, leaving our meeting behind in the distant future, and yet...
こんな私で、いいの。
You're choosing me again? Okay, I think Setsuna's delusional as well. Cause there's no way that's in there. Probably not anyways. Yeah, you're the only one for me. Because I'm Setsuna. Oh god man, don't go into the cycle again.
セツナ。
Many Setsunas have existed throughout the ages. Yes, they have. The one from the legend, the one from the Ohara family, and the one who lost his life as a member of the exploration team. I'm none of them. I'm me, the one and only. That's right, I'm Setsuna, and I've crossed through time just to see you. It's been a long, long journey. It's been fun at times, but pretty rough overall. It always takes me too long to realize what's truly important, and I've missed some chances. So many chances. I had to catch you. But I won't let you go anymore. I'll never let you go. Not until we meet our fate.
ねえ、あなたは昔の私のことを知ってるの？
Yeah, I know you better than anyone in the world.
聞かせて。昔の私とあなたはどんな関係だったの？
No different from the way things are now.
もう、それ、ずるい。
It seems that I've got no choice but to tell her about our memories together. We often used to walk together searching for something, just like we are now.
この浜辺を？
He's so vague. No. In a perfectly white world, covered by a blanket of snow.
雪？
Dude. Setsuna's delusional too. The clear azure sky stretched out endlessly above us. The sun shining brilliantly down upon us.
太陽。
Together we walked to the ends of that world.
探し物は見つかっ
Yeah, it turned out to be a lot closer than we thought, but I didn't realize it at the time. Thinking back, it was probably just because I took it for granted. She was always at my side. She stuck with me through the worst of times, even when I'd lost sight of myself, turned rotten and almost withered away. And that's why I was able to find what I've been looking for. There's the mansion! And, you know, the place we met.
ううん。その話はまたいつか聞かせて。
Maybe if maybe if she didn't cut you off there and you said it, maybe that'd clear a lot of things up, mate. Aren't you curious?
そりゃ気にはなるけど。私とあなたの出会いはこの小さな浜辺。だってその方がずっと運命的だもの。
You may be right. the eldest daughter of the Ohara family. Ine and her servant, Sanzenkai Setsuna. She's right. It's fine this way for now.
Actually, my name is Ohara Setsuna.
I got engaged? Yeah. A bright future awaits us. A brilliant future, which nobody has ever seen before.
帰ろっか、せつな。私たちの家に。
Yeah, let's go home. Ine. But if she one day regains her memories, then I'll tell her everything. All about the fantastical adventures we had together.
But it's probably not her, man.
Come on, dude. I think you say deep sleep, yeah? You never say time machine. So like, wouldn't she have withered and died? God, that's so morbid. You would have lost the love of your life, man. Wait, what? Wait a second. Then how did I... Huh? Okay, I'm just confusing myself. I thought, wait. Cause no, she couldn't have made a second time machine in that amount of time, in less than a year. Could you? I have no idea. Oh wait, is that the end? Oh, please don't tell me that's the end. Cause why? There's so many unanswered questions. Cause I am not convinced that is in there. I am not convinced. Wait, we haven't even... We've never went to Urashima before. Oh wait, no, this is Urashima. Oh, I'ma just call my friends.
Oh, I guess it isn't.
Okay, next credits, I guess. Setsuna and Ine found everything they'd been searching for and lived happily ever after. Oh, wait, is this the end? The end. Or not. Phew. I laid down my pen after I finished writing the closing words of my story. Reading back over what I wrote, though I realize... maybe I don't have a talent for this after all. My grammar's a bit shaky at points. What's up with this ending? It's so embarrassing to look at, it almost makes me cringe. I'm cringing right now, buddy. Maybe I should make the ending more bittersweet. Give it a more mature feel.
あら、私は好きよ。甘い結末。
Whoa! I turn around towards the source of the voice.
ここにいたんだ、せつな。
Ninna.
出かけるなら出かけるって言いなさいよ。あちこち探しちゃったじゃない。
But I left a note on the table.
あのね、俺はもうダメだなんて書き置き残されて心配するなっての？
Yeah, sorry about that. I just couldn't think of a good way to end my story, so I went out to change the pace. Some time has passed since that summer. September is about to come to a close. This once sweltering island has started cooling down for fall. Although the sunlight is almost as harsh as before, it still seems like midsummer. Honestly, when is fall actually going to arrive? Slowly but surely, Nina is starting to get used to going out. She can even come out all the way to the harbor by herself now. The island folk all gave her strange looks at first, but now they're all greet with her friendly smile. Greet her with a friendly smile. It seems like they were pretty worried about Nina, despite everything. What a bunch of tsunderes. Now that we've gotten to know more people, it's become a lot more fun to go out. Nina and I take walks all over the island, as part of our daily routine. Whenever she gets hot, she pulls the zipper of her hoodie down to her chest, leaving me at a loss for where to direct my gaze. I never imagined her to be wearing nothing but lingerie underneath. At this rate, it shouldn't be long until she's able to wear short sleeves. Maybe I'll even see her in a swimsuit next summer. I can't wait! I don't know what's gotten into Karen, but she suddenly said she wants to apply for the National Center test. Apparently, she's visited a college's open campus event when the major sent her to the mainland for an errand, and that kindled a spark in her. Every day after school, she barges into my room with an armful of textbooks. What am I gonna do with her? I can only teach her the very basics, so she's actually just sits at my desk by herself, diligently studying in silence. It feels awkward to just sit and watch, so I've tried my hand at solving some of her problems myself a couple of times, but it's no use. I don't get it at all. Man, only if I could slip like that, man. That would be great, but I can't. It's a little sad how the distance between us seems to be growing larger every day. Jokes aside, she knows her stuff. All that remains now is the exam strategies and choosing which colleges to apply for. I found a pretty good advisor for those things, so I've decided to leave her to look at Karen. Sara and Maria have started living together. Maria has been gathering a ton of donations as the devoutly religious regard her return from the dead as a Garando family miracle. Well, none of my business, I suppose. I heard she's sending the donations to a medical research facility on the mainland, so I don't mind turning a blind eye. Sara probably has mixed feelings about her mom's sudden return, but they're getting along pretty well for now. I wanted to check on them recently. They were happily raking leaves on the shrine grounds together, and preparing grilled corn on the cob. Oh, that's kinda normal, I guess. I smile, thinking back at how Sara, almost tripping into the fire in her excitement, got herself a severe scolding from Maria. It seems like Maria can act like a real mother sometimes. She told me she's planning to go back to the mainland when things are settled, though. And by that, she means whenever Sara has grown up and started a family of her own. She must have patience of a saint. At any rate, the island has slowly but surely started to change. Mayor Kuritsu who now occasionally comes over for drinks with Kuon, has changed his policies, deciding to reopen the offshore platform to help promote the redevelopment of the island. It's not common anymore to see people from the mainland in the harbor. Karen's older brother, Suguru, came back to the island for a summer vacation, and it seems like he talked some sense into the mayor. He told me it was thanks to everything I've done for Karen, but it's not some kind of I'm not some kind of babysitter, am I? Honestly, he's always been a disagreeable guy, and probably always will be. As for me...
やっと完成したんだ。おめでとう、せつな。
Well, this is just the first draft. There's still a lot of details I'm not satisfied with. I'm not really something I can show to people just yet.
あらあら、一発の作家気取りね。
Shut up. On a whim, I've taken it upon myself to write a continuation of that unfinished novel we found in the old hut on the shore. I felt kind of sorry for it being left unfinished. It appears that I don't have any literary talent. Going over my manuscript, I realize that the plot is all over the place. I can't help myself but feel it's mediocre at best.
いいんじゃない？やっぱり物語の終わりはハッピーエンドじゃなきゃね。
Rinne gently runs her finger over the final sentence. Setsuna and Rinne found everything they'd been searching for, and lived happily ever after. Well, if you say so. I unconsciously avert my gaze. I think I haven't gotten used to this happiness. I've been feeling somewhat antsy for a while now. Here, for you. I wrote it as a gift for you. Rinne accepts the notebook with a sparkle in her eyes.
ありがとう、せつな。
She gives me a radiant smile. I have to say, it's not my best work though.
私が読みたかったのはちょうどこんなお話よ。
It's an action-adventure story in which a boy from the future saves a lonely girl. Thinking back, it almost seems as if the occupant of the hut had the power to foresee the future. Or maybe he was trying to write his own conclusion to the island's legend.
ねえ、エピローグはないの？
No, it's meant to end there. I wrote everything I wanted to write.
もうちょっとあるでしょ？ほら、何かこう。
The hero and the heroine got together. What more could there be?
結婚とか？
Oh. I gaze up at the sky. The summer sun gently washes over us. It'd still be a while until fall arrives. It still feels like midsummer. That's not a bad idea. Let's have a wedding.
そうしましょう。それがいいわ。
The story may have come to a close, but our lives will go on. We're still in the middle of our long journey. Engagement rings have to be worth about 3 times your monthly salary, right? I'll need to save up for another 2 months then.
いらないわよ、そんなの。結婚指輪だけでいい。だから、今すぐがいい。
We have plenty of time, but that's exactly why we shouldn't be standing still. Okay, Rinne. Right now we're facing a future.
じゃあ、始めよっか。私たちのエピローグを。
Which nobody has ever seen.
これからいろいろ忙しくなってくるわね。式はサラちゃんにお願いするとして、披露宴ってうちでいいのかしら？
Shouldn't we talk to Kuon, first of all?
あ、そっか。すっかり忘れてた。
Well, it does feel a bit late at this point.
なんなら、私から報告しておこっか？
That wouldn't sit right with me either. Asking the girl's parents for the daughter's hand in marriage is the man's job. It's something I have to do myself. I'll have to put my all into it. I suppose I can't keep on working as a servant at this point.
そんなの気にしなくていいのに。
No, it's important. No matter how rich you are, I'd feel like a failure of a man if I had to mooch off of you for the rest of my life. Let's see, maybe I can be someone's bodyguard again. Something on the bulletin board next to the shrine gate catches my eye. Now hiring head priest. That's it!
なになに？御所と食事の提供あり。
And look at this, apparently the positions includes a virgin Wait, what the hell? This must be Mari's doing. She's the only one I know who would write a crazy job posting like this. Jeez, there's no need to rush. Give it some time. I'm sure Sara will find someone herself.
そうね。いいんじゃない？少女の夢。
Your smile is scaring me. Princess Line.
この間だって、サラちゃんと仲良く魚釣りしてたじゃない。
We were just catching our dinner, and you were there too.
カレンとだって毎晩二人きりで部屋にこもって、何やってるんだか？
I'm just helping her study. Plus, hasn't she been studying in your room too lately?
今度にデートに行くとかなんとか。
My shopping trip and her mock exam just happened to fall on the same day.
もう。
Line puffs her cheeks up and pouts at me. Why is she so upset? Tense fuck. But there really are no decent jobs on this island. Maybe it would be better just to go to mainland for work, but I don't really have any connections there. Wait, maybe I do.
あ、せつなさん。ため息なんてついてどうされましたか？
Oh, speak of the devil. I was just thinking that I really need to find a decent job soon. Didn't you mention you were hiring part-timers a while ago?
ここのところ猫の手も借りたい状況でして、せつなさんでしたら大歓迎ですよ。短期のバイトですから大した額はお出しできませんが、一応一食10はこちら、成果を出していただければ、私から技術職員に推薦して差し上げられるかもしれません。
I don't really get what it entails, but this job seems worth a try.
ねえ、せつな。
Whoa, that scared me.
こちらの愛くるしい女性はどちら様？
Whoops, I forgot that these two haven't met before. Yamabuki Momoka, 23 years old. She's a distinguished professor from some university in the mainland, currently visiting for field work.
やめてくださいよ、先生だなんて。私はまだ学生の身で、この島には勉強の一環として。ずいぶん仲がいいみたいだけど。
I asked her to help Karen with her entrance exams, right, Momoka?
はい。決して怪しい関係ではありませんよ。そもそも私、男性に興味ありませんから。
Wow, what a way to introduce yourself.
あなたがリンネさんですね。お会いできて感激です。
Momoka grabs Rinne's hand and looks at her in awe. Wait, don't tell me.
世界で唯一のコールドスリーパー。ぜひサインをお願いします。
Oh yeah, she's always been like this.
コールドスリープ？何のことかしら。
It's okay, Rinne. She's the one who originally told me about it. That's how we became acquainted in the first place. That day, she suddenly told me that she'd revealed the secret of this world to me, a mysterious expression on her face. It kind of creeped me out at first. But all she told me was what really happened to Rinne. That she'd actually gone into cold sleep when she was said to have been spirited away. And it's not fair for the person in question to be left in the dark, so I told Rinne about it too. After she learned the truth, she had a troubled expression on her face for a while now. Well, it's as you can see.
申し訳ありません。つい興奮のあまり取り乱してしまい。ねえ、そんなにすごいことなの？コールドスリープって。そりゃもう現在装置を分析中ですが、未知の技術の塊ですよ。リンネさんの顔 体も隅から隅まで徹底的に分析したい。そう、またいつかね。
Oh, Momoka looks like she could be drooling at any moment, and Dine slowly inches away. Does she have a crush on Dine after all? Momoka, feel free to examine every crevice of my body to your heart's content.
ご冗談を。私男性には一切合切これっぽっちも興味ありませんから。
That's too bad. I'm actually a cold sleeper myself, and an experienced time traveler to boot. I haven't told anybody about that yet, by the way. I finally obtained a peaceful life. I wouldn't want people thinking that I'm strange in the head. I get the feeling that Maria knows, but whatever. The only one who believes anything she says are the old folks.
あ、そんな話をしてる場合じゃありませんでした。定例会議があるので戻りませんと。それではお二方ともごきげんよう。
After giving us a polite nod, Momoka starts heading towards the town. But then she turns back.
そうそう。お仕事の件忘れていました。
She hands me some sort of pamphlet. Welcome to Urashima, the island of Yogoju.
これを皆さんにお配りしていたところなんです。
Oops.
島の方と協力して作ったんですよ。島。
The design looks rather cheap, but I can't feel that a lot of love and effort was put into it.
私、普段は海上ステーションにおりますので、もしその気になられましたらご連絡を。で、もちろん、リンネさんも、その気になられましたら、大歓迎ですよ。
Momoka adds before finally heading off.
私、その仕事受けない方がいい気がする。
Me too. But the offshore platform, huh? I'll look out onto the open sea. A single silver dot is sitting on the horizon, shining in the sun.
よかった。取り壊しが中止になって、ああいう人たちが来てくれると、この島も元気になるもの。
She's never really mentioned it before, but Dine was probably feeling guilty. If she hadn't been spirited away, then the platform might not have been closed in the first place. And in that case, the island would have developed much faster. Time stood still here during the 5.5 years that Dine was missing. But when Dine woke up, the clock started ticking again. Maybe they're waiting. Dine was waiting for my return as she slept. And in turn, the island might have been waiting for Dine to wake up.
どういう意味？
No, it's nothing.
あ、もしかして恥ずかしいこと考えてた？
How'd you know?
わかるわよ。刹那のことは何でもね。
Oh, then why don't you tell me what I'm thinking right now? There's no way she'll get it right. I can tell, because I know much more about her than she knows about me.
私のこと？
How did you know? Maybe Dine's memories will never return. The thought has crossed my mind quite a few times recently. But I wouldn't mind. Even if her memories don't return, her experiences are still a part of her. No matter how many times they're rewritten, the shape of the person who Dine is today, They shape the person who Dine is today. It's meaningless to try and distinguish the real experiences from the fake. As long as she's not wearing a mask, there's no pretense either. There's only Dine's true self and everything it's made up of.